All right, I see it. All right, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We will keep this short because we know that your time is valuable, especially these days, and we are excited to share the mission on our hearts with you tonight. My name is Shannon, and I am here with two very important people in my life, Mo and Jenny. You were invited here tonight because someone cared about you, and we are so excited to share with you. So, a little over 4 years ago, Jenny shared with me how to flood my body with powdered fruits and veggies. I'm not gonna lie, I was skeptical, but she was nice. So I'm like, I'll give it a try. The truth is, our family had a ton of inflammation and we didn't even know it. I didn't even know what inflammation was, to be honest with you. And inflammation for me showed up in the form of diverticulosis. I was told in my early 20s while I was in college not to eat anything with a seed. That basically meant every fruit, vegetable, and nut that you can think of. If I ate them, I would be in the fetal position in pain for days with chills. Over time, I've learned that I can eat them, and I haven't had any trouble so far. Inflammation showed up for my oldest son in the form of 4 prescription allergy medications. And this was really hard as a mom. I didn't have a single baseball picture where his eyes weren't swollen. He was constantly miserable, and try to imagine putting eye drops into a 7-year-old's eyes. Nose sprays, 2 pills a day. He was miserable. We noticed he was no longer experiencing those allergy symptoms though after we began to flood his body, and so far he has been prescription free. He's 11 now, not even Benadryl. We also experienced less sinus infections when the seasons would change. Every fall and every winter, my husband and I would both have a sinus infection for 2 to 3 weeks. We were miserable. We are still saving on copays, and we've only had 2 sick visits in almost 4.5 years. My boys are embracing healthier things like, get this, you guys, black beans, quinoa, salad. I mean, they're 9 and 11. Total mom win. I recently dropped my Zoloft for anxiety. I'm no longer that anxious mom with heart flutters, the racing pulse, sitting at a light because I'm 5 minutes late. And of course, everyone's experience is different, but I'm so grateful for what this has done for my family. And on top of it, saying yes to this mission in this community has allowed me to travel more, including by myself across the country for the first time. I can't even tell you the positivity that you will meet, the genuine, authentic people that I am around every day. So I get to say yes more than no now, and that is something I'm forever grateful for. So I'm going to turn it over to Jenny. She is a boy mom, a wellness coach, an aerial yoga teacher, and I cannot wait for her to share with you. So Jenny, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you. So me growing up was interesting because I had a lot of energy as a kid. I was super active and I put all my energy into sports, which channeled some of my attention stuff. Sometimes it didn't. And my anxiety was always really high. It's just based on physically how I was as a person, but also just how my brain worked and all of that. And I think that as far as you get older, for at least for me being a female, the weight stuff and the diet, I obsessed a little bit about it. I just was super active, but I was never really comfortable in my own skin. I was constantly looking for something that was going to make more sense and wondering why things weren't working and I wasn't balancing out. Just was kind of a rough road, and having some anxiety and depression that was situational, added into getting married, having kids. And as a matter of fact, my youngest was born with the trifecta. So he had allergies, asthma, and eczema. And that sent my anxiety through the roof. It was just devastating. I would hear that cough that wouldn't go away down the hall. We'd get the nebulizer out, and inevitably we just kept it plugged in all the time. It was a part of the furniture because, speaking of inflamed, he would go to the pediatrician's office, his chart was bigger and bigger and bigger. And it was really, really just a hard place for us to be. So I felt completely out of control, a failure as a mom. I could not help him the way that I wanted to help him. Both the boys were picky. They got constipated often, which was super normal for everybody that I was around, all the moms, right? But I still hated it. I still was at that point where I was super open, and it was at that point of desperation to where I just almost gave up, that I had someone share with me that there was a really easy way. A company found years ago to dehydrate fruits and vegetables. They're plant powders, put them into capsules and chewables, and it could be a way for us just to try to bridge the gap. I don't know if I was super open and I was desperate. I didn't know what I didn't know. And that's okay. I'm glad because I actually trusted my friends. So I put it in our body. You know, you fast forward, and what we saw happen was with us, for Reed first, I was cleaning out the closet for Goodwill about 6 months later, and my hand hit the nebulizer machine that was there, and it just dropped me to my knees. Never in a million years would I have thought that his body could have reacclimated, reprogrammed his metabolism, his inflammation went down. But I had to remember what our life looked like. That was a huge deal for me. And it just was just brought me tears, you know, to my eyes as a mom. I again have a hard time. I have to really step into my story to remember being back there, because food as medicine was not even a possibility in my brain. And really that is what had happened for me. You know, I got to the point where I was really comfortable in my own skin. I'm going to be 50 next month, and I am in ways healthier than I am today than I was back in my 20s. The kind of the anxiety and some of the emotional stuff that I had was balanced out. It was now to the point where, you know, my sleep is really amazing. It just feels good, and it keeps getting better, because once you do that one simple change, you can do another change and another change and another change. And that's what came to be. So, you know, food as medicine, it may sound like, kind of like maybe for some people. No. There is a way. And it's a gift, and it's just something that we want to share for education. There's no expectation of any outcome here. So I'm going to share my screen, because there's something we're going to play that's super, super, super short and amazing and powerful. So let's.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Blair. I am an ICU RN, and I am so excited to share a product with you today that has impacted my life and my family's life in an incredible way. I'm going to tell you about Juice Plus. Juice Plus is over 30 different whole foods that are vine ripened, non-GMO, and NSF certified. So how does this abundance of whole food get into a capsule or gummy? It seems too good to be true, right? Well, it's not. The produce in Juice Plus is vine ripened, which means it is harvested at the optimal time to ensure peak nutritional benefits. The whole food is then put into a grinder and turned into a pulp. This is very important, because in an orange, for example, up to 80% of the vitamin C is found in its peel. And how many of us actually eat the orange peel? No thanks. The pulp is then slowly dried at extremely low temperatures to ensure the nutrients are not damaged. Finally, the pulp is encapsulated or turned into a gummy. Did you know that the current recommendation is 7 to 13 servings of fruits and veggies per day? That's a long way from the 5-a-day campaign that I grew up with. Even on my best days, I definitely don't get close to 7 to 13, let alone that amount every single day. Another thing to remember is the variety of the fruits and vegetables we eat is just as important as the number of servings. I don't know about you, but I tend to buy the same produce that my family will eat. Things like papaya, elderberry, and blackcurrant are not items I regularly purchase. Taste the rainbow has a whole new meaning. Food synergy is an incredible concept. When eaten at the same time, fruits and vegetables work together synergistically so that our bodies absorb maximum nutrients. For example, if you eat an orange slice on your spinach salad, the vitamin C from the orange helps your body absorb the iron from the spinach. The one thing I love more than the nutritional benefits is the children's study. Each adult order can also receive a child's order for free for up to 4 years. I am personally a huge bargain shopper, so this just made sense. The next product line is the Complete. This consists of the Complete powder that can be made into a drink or smoothie and the Complete bars. Both are packed with protein and fiber and contain different whole foods than the capsules and gummies. Juice Plus also offers a plant-based blend of omegas. They bypass the fish, and therefore concern of mercury, and went straight to the source, the algae. They contain omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, as well as everything else you see listed here. The final product is the Tower Garden. This is a vertical aeroponic growing system which enables you to easily grow your own fresh food year-round, either indoors or out. The Tower Garden uses 90% less water and produces food 30% faster than traditional gardening. Since the Tower Garden does not use soil, there's no need for harmful herbicides or pesticides. So why do I think all of this whole food is necessary? We now know that every single disease begins with inflammation at the cellular level. By consuming whole food antioxidants, we provide our body with nutrients that can help decrease inflammation and rebuild healthy cells. Juice Plus has over 20 years of research behind their products, which includes 37 and counting research studies. As a nurse, the research is very important to me. The research is conducted at many prestigious universities and research centers around the world. Many studies have been completed in what is considered the gold standard of research: double-blind, placebo-controlled, peer-reviewed. Basically, this is a fancy way of saying the research is legit. I've not found any product that is researched as thoroughly as Juice Plus. All of the Juice Plus products are NSF certified. This means they are third-party tested to ensure everything on our label is in the product. Nothing more, nothing less. It ensures they are free from harmful contaminants. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you found something beneficial. If you're interested in more information, please talk to the person that shared this with you.
I just love all that information, and I just gig out with all that science. Hi, everybody. When Jenny and I met in line at an amusement park 8 months after I experienced my health crisis, I didn't realize then the impact she would have on my life. I call her my earth angel, and I truly believe she has saved my life in many ways. I firmly believe that God places people in our lives that will impact us in ways that we don't understand if we just trust and let it happen. Just like Rebecca in the video, I'm an RN also, 27 years with pediatric and adult experience both in the hospital and home care. Juice Plus has impacted both my kids and myself. When I experienced what I have, I wondered why I wasn't taught this in nursing school, because I learned how truly powerful nutrition, good quality, vine-ripened nutrition is in the fueling of our bodies. And when we experience both acute and chronic infectious processes and diseases, it's probably because our body is missing some nutrients. I was a thriving RN and single mom when I got sick in 2008. I was diagnosed with moderate to severe Crohn's disease and was subsequently hospitalized 12 times in 6 years, 2 to 3 time a year hospitalizations. We never could find the right drug combinations, and I spent over $500 a month and 6 years dealing with chronic issues that continued to get worse because we weren't treating the root cause. There were many times that I was in the hospital and I had multiple doctors tell me that everything was in my head and that they couldn't find anything wrong. There's nothing worse than feeling horrible, wanting to have your old life back again, and being told there's nothing wrong. It's all in your head. I was eventually diagnosed with fibromyalgia, trigeminal neuralgia, asthma, allergies, and chronic fatigue, among other non-autoimmune disease diagnoses. I had hair falling out in the shower, was sleeping 16 to 22 hours a day, was vomiting in my sleep and aspirating on it, and running to the bathroom 15 to 20 times a day. I couldn't eat many raw fruits and vegetables without having bloating, nausea, painful cramping, and constant abdominal pain. I barely felt like a mom, and I truly felt like I was in a race to graduate my kids from high school before I died. When I faced a $400 a month copay for one drug, I prayed for an answer, and God lovingly nudged me and asked if I was going to try the answer He sent me 4 years earlier. I've come to realize that sometimes God answers our prayers in unique and unexpected ways. 6.5 years later, here I am. No hospitalizations in 4 years, sleeping 6 to 8 hours a night, growing long, beautiful hair, minimal gastric distress, eating all the fruits and vegetables I want to, medication-free. You heard that right. Medication-free for 6 autoimmune diseases, and feeling so much better and wanting to help everyone else understand the true power of nutrition. See, I became a nurse because I wanted to help people get better. I remember never feeling like I was doing disease management and not healing anybody. That's not nursing to me. Now I get to help people truly understand how to take back control of their health and wellness by having an ongoing and loving conversation with their body and loving it with what it's asking for, nutrition. I have found my mission of helping people understand their body's language and have a loving relationship with it. I have found a company to partner with whose mission aligns with mine and whose moral compass is incredible. When we told them that the folic acid in the product kept people with MTHFR gene mutation from getting this amazing nutrition in their bodies, they found a natural source of folate, lemon peel, and switched to that. They listen to us and to the people we help. Whether you are looking for an answer to some health goals, a group of like-minded people to become associated with for your health journey, a way to have another stream of income with an amazing mission, or a combination of some of the above, we would love to talk with you and help connect you with what it is you're looking for. We just want to help make the journey easier and more fun. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are truly honored that you took the time out of your busy schedule to hear us share our hearts for health. We hope you enjoyed hearing our stories and that something gave you hope, inspiration, and empowerment. Please get back with the person who invited you and let them know how they can help you. Have a very blessed day or night wherever you are in this wonderful, amazing world. Love you guys.